people come over from those countries, Kenya, Cote d'Ivoire, how do you pronounce that? Uganda, they're all in the same neighborhood in Africa. And they come over here and they don't want to assimilate. And he was talking about the Somalians. You know, they come over here and they stay in their groups and they don't want anything to do with the rest of the country. And it used to be they only did that when they were forced to. Like in New York, there were Irish neighborhoods and Italian neighborhoods, and they were kind of forced into that area. Yeah. But now they're doing it on purpose. And we see that in schools. We had the desegregation 60s and 70s, and now they're going back to setting up schools based on race in complete repudiation of all the work that was done back then. That's the world. There's only one place where you're really going to have racial harmony, and that'll be in heaven. That'll be in the New Jerusalem. Huh? Now, I'm glad to say we do. I mean, we've had, and some have come and gone that are not white, and then we had some who are white, and we never cared one way or the other what your skin color was. And that's the way, I don't look out and think about how many whites and how many blacks and how many Latinos and how many Puerto Ricans and how many, you know, that's not, what we're about is, you're my brother, you're my sister. You know Jesus? Do you know? That's our first thing. Do you know Jesus? You're a believer, you're saved, you're my brother or sister. Yeah.
It was like this church I went to in Virginia. I walked in and they had ushers there, and they kind of told me where to sit. And I'm like, this is weird. And then come to find out that they were basing me because I wasn't part of the more well-off people.
Yeah, there's another division. What you
so
call
they
that?
put me in this category, and I'm like, well, I'm not liking this. So I didn't stay there very long. I sat there for a few minutes and left.
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you this without naming names. I've seen some people in our church not really be as friendly as they ought to be to visitors and things. I don't call them out on it or anything, but I do talk to them a little about it. But sometimes it's just, people are just kind of narrow and they're focused and they don't pay attention. Well, that's something we need to get over. We shouldn't be all about us and narrow. We need to be broad in our understanding of what's going on around us and who's here and who has needs we can meet and all that. We've preached many times, but I also say I preach to myself because all of us can do that. We can get a little too focused and narrow in our view and not see what's going on around us. And we need to be aware of the people around us and try to be. But along those terms, go over to Hosea. I want to show you this. When it comes to God saying, I am sought of them that asked not for me, I am found of them that sought me not. Hosea chapter 2. We discussed this many moons ago in our study verse by verse through Hosea. Look at verse 23. If you dare read that, and I will sow her unto me in the earth, and I will have mercy upon her that had not obtained mercy, and I will say to them which were not my people, thou art my people, and they shall say, thou art my God. That's us. If you trace your gene pool, your DNA, and go way back into your ancestry 2,500 years